What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Missing the Mark list. Pro wrestling smash hits and sinful misses. This week was WrestleMania, SmackDown, Raw, NXT, this, that, everything from sea to sea it seemed to be, but a whole lot of wrestling either way. So we're going to do it in one part, but two parts into one part. Much like they did two nights of WrestleMania that they should have just done in one part. So let's start, shall we? We'll start with the hits. WrestleMania night 1 and 2 together. We're just going to mash them up and see what that leaves us with. WrestleMania hits. First and foremost, Io Sky. Io doesn't get pace bombed. Pace bombed. What does that even mean? Probably if I reversed it, it might make sense. So she doesn't get face palmed and still manages to beat Rhea and Bianca. I thought for sure she would have to change her name to Genius of the Pie. So that shit kept up. Nope, but she won. That was cool. Yeah. Naomi finally looked good, and she did a really good job looking good and being crazy. I really like to see Naomi as a heel, and for her to beat Jade, that was even more awesome for me personally. I like Evil Trinity. That just sounds way cooler. I'm glad that glow bullshit is gone. I mean, it's not far off it. That caution tape is fucking bright and shit, but eh, it still looked 100 times better than anything she's worn in the past 2 years at least 2 years. She just didn't like. You already don't look tough as a cheerleader or a dancer, but then when you're like a cheerleading dancer that glows, you look double untough. And then when you put those like your hair into the palm, like the side pigtail palm things, then it's like, what are you even doing in a ring, and who's losing to you? Um, Fortunately, not that many people really did so, but I just thought Naomi was always better than the gimmicks that she had. The Funkadactyl into the glow thing. The glow thing. I mean, I don't even really know what that was, but it was like a after party rave cheerleader. I don't get it, but wouldn't be that fit because you can't get that fit and stay out that late. Um, Moving on. As the glow is gone, so are we from this. Let's move on with another hits. Becky returned, only to be taken under Lyra's wings. Yeah, that Lynch will be championship material one day. Birds of a feather, flogged together. Seeing Charlotte and Tiffany shit the bed was fucking incredible. What a schooling. Preschooling. Elementary, my dear Stratton. It's like Pavlov's kindergarten. Ding dong, hello? Ding dong, hello? Bell's hells. So, like, I'm really even just surprised that Charlotte didn't snap another limb. That girl looks so frail. It's like, how can you be so a flippy dippy but have no meat on the bones? I think it might have something to do with Ozempic, but I'm not in her pill cabinet. It's just it's hard to look tough when you're like bent outwards because you're so frail. I don't know. It's just it compared to Tiffany, who's healthy and like standing beside her, she's like thick and I don't. Flair's never been voluptuous, but at the same time, she looks extra sticky beside her. You know, um, yeah, I thought she was hurt. Her knee, if she was just like there had to have been a reason for her to have been wrestling so poorly. Like it wasn't just, you know, the fact that she never ever wrestles poorly, um, or just sits there and in her own frustration and disgust. And it was like when I thought that she was hurt, and it's like, oh, imagine her in her head is like, oh, I'm going through all this, but now I'm hurt and I still have to do this. So, and then knowing that, like, I didn't know the outcome of the match, wasn't sure. They almost always give it to Charlotte, so I was ready to be like, fuck, and then, but. And I still don't know, like, if the way that I saw it, because the way that things were going wrong on so many levels with that, um, it was more like Charlotte got re-hurt herself, and then still would have had to finish the match because she couldn't stop no matter what. But she couldn't go any further, and she couldn't stop. So it was like in her head, it's like, how am I going to get through this? And meanwhile, she's still fucking throwing. I don't know what you call those things. Tantrums. Yeah, and I actually even liked what Seth Rollins was wearing for once. More on Raw, not so much at Mania, but even Mania was not so stupid as last year. Um, Wow. Yeah, that was on the list. I liked the match between Charlotte and Tiffany. It was fucking horrible, but in the most beautiful way. Like a beautiful disaster type thing, because the beauty was in the breakdown. Wow, I'm using like all the songs and the cliches without even trying to. Now I know why there's songs and cliches. Um, that's a good song, though. The Imogen Heap, Beauty in the Breakdown. I haven't even thought about that in quite some time. Thanks, Charlotte and Tiffany. Bet you didn't see that coming. Well, some beauty did come out of this, I guess. Reminded me of a great song. Fucking dramatic, eh? Those two? Wow. It's bitchy time. What the hell? Like, it's like we can't get along. It's like we have to fight, and we have to fight while we're having a match because we can't get along. And no matter how good we both are, makes us both look really, really bad. And it's like, oh, I'd rather make her look bad with me or make her look bad in spite of me rather than her look good in front of me. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's crazy. It was like you couldn't help but see the reality and see that the wrestling part was fake. And that was both the good part and the bad part, because as a fan, mm, it's just dramatics. It's more dramatic, but when you know, like, more about how matches work and the idea behind keeping them the way that they are for a reason, and just what you're supposed to do and not do, and it broke a lot of rules, and it really fucking, yeah, it made the business look obviously bullshit and fake, just as much as their fake tits and their fake everything, and the fake everything that was fake all around that. Somehow underneath them, animosity between the two of them was the realest thing in the building at the time. Yeah, it was like, imagine if you're Tiffany Stratton and you're in the ring with the person who inspired you to even start wrestling. Because I think I did hear her say that. I heard her say that Charlotte Flair was one of the people she saw. I could be wrong about that, but been wrong before, and it's wrestling. But Tiffany, yeah, she said that Charlotte Flair was her inspiration, her idol. And so she's standing in there with the reason why so obviously it's like, it's not like I thought she was. She's a fucking bitch now that I'm here. So she has to fight her and like impress her and be attacked by her and like still keep her mind and keep herself all on her first WrestleMania with her first championship, and no experience in such a situation other than the fact that you're who you are, I guess. And like, that's no slouch, because obviously, if it wasn't, why would Charlotte be all bent? We got the queen bent for a reason. See, the queen was bent, and that's when you should have steamrolled. But probably because you're a regular person and have compassion, or at least like, coming from that situation, respect. There's nothing that you would want to do more than have respect for the reason for the person why you're in the business or that you idolize and who you look up to. You know, it's the same thing with me with Shawn Michaels. It's like, oh well, you the last thing you would do is disrespect them, but at the same time, it's like, oh well, you know, if you're going to be asked to be confrontational against them, and then it turns real because there's a problem, obviously it's going to be like rattling at first, but then you know you're forced to stick up for yourself, and she was pretty much forced either if she didn't want to or not, because I mean, like Charlotte was just going to do whatever she needed to do. Charlotte's got a history of acting in a certain way, but yeah, she sees Tiffany as such a threat that she can't work herself out of her own chute. Oh shoot! I hate when people try to use that. Like, I almost want to use it stupid so that other people don't use it. It's too whatever. We'll come back to that. Let's get back to the list. Yeah, let's do that. So yeah, the werewolves, they came out at LA Night at the right time, I guess. That was pretty cool. I like that one a lot. Big surprise, Joe Hendry. Never been a huge fan, but when he came out, I was like, he looked as good as he could look for what he was given. That's for sure. I thought he did really well. It was the first time I was excited to like see what he would do. You know, what a great sub. Liv, every time, man. She lost and she still looked great losing. She's a great leader, you know, of Judgment Day. Finn won't even stand up to her. Like Finn's like, oh, yeah, that's so strange that like Liv is the leader of. Although it's not surprising because they've given her everything this year. She's obviously done whatever they've asked of her, and vice versa. um, Yeah, Punk. Punk gets punked. Duh. Yeah. Heyman's got his hands on more males' talents' balls than Bonnie Blue at a meat buffet. Tribal beef. Yeah, it's quite the sticky situation Paul had his hands into. I enjoyed that. I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool. I um, didn't expect it quite to go like that. So that was all right. And I thought the match was really cool, except for all the, yeah, well, not even just for that match, for everything. For the kickouts. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're on the hits. We're on the hits. We're on the hits. uh, the Sin City Street Fight. Better than Las Vegas, but not better than the movie. Sin City. Yeah. Both did a good job, except in wardrobe, because that was fucking ridiculous. I mean, they both made ridiculous look good. They both have it was like, I guess when you're like that big and muscular, well, no, because Priest, even when he wears the like pants that are like the whole piece, the whole like come up with the straps and the strappy pants. That's what I call them. Yeah, sometimes they're not quite so fitted right on him, and they look a little weird. But like everything Drew wears, he just fucking it makes it look like a monster is wearing a like piece of linen. Yeah, it just is like ripped on him, and like yeah, it just kills it. Even that stupid whatever from a video game that I didn't even realize. I'm like, what is he trying to be? Who is it? Like, what is going on here? Is he from the future? Is he from the past? Either way, he looked fucking. I don't know. Drew always kills it on everything. I can't think of too many things that he doesn't fucking murder it on. Um, and Priest too. I mean, Priest was on fire up until last little bit, so it makes sense. He cools off a bit, I guess. But I mean, Damian Priest was Archer of Infamy is cooling off. Shoots icicles now. Hmm, you froze my Wookiee. Yeah, there sure were a lot of masks too. There's freaking everyone's wearing a mask now. It's crazy. It's like everyone's wearing a mask now. Other people are putting on masks. Some people can't take off their mask. It's crazy. Yeah. Which is funny because we don't have helmets in wrestling, but people fucking can't get off their masks, and a lot of the times the people that are wearing the masks are the ones getting friggin' busted. Take it off. No. Oh, I'll get that off. No, you won't. Yes, I will. No, you won't. Oh shit! It happened by accident. Told you. Let's go to the misses. Wrestlemania misses. Usos! Curtain jerks Gunter into submission. Didn't see that one. I don't know who choked harder. Not so loosely Usy. Can't see this lasting, but I hope that it does. Actually, no, I don't hope that it does because there's nothing rewarding for an USO championship in my brain. Like he's a great supporting character and like a side piece for a storyline. Very good storyline, as a matter of fact, maybe even one of the best ones that's already passed as proof of that. But that does not mean main event. Just because you call yourself that does not mean that's what you are. I know that doesn't apply in wrestling, but it's odd because he's the one of the few that it doesn't apply to. You know, he could call himself all that all he wants, but it will never stick because it will never seem like it is him or go with him. No, he's not the main of you can't just because you're main event, you can't put a black suit and some gold teeth on somebody whose catchphrase is not even it's not even suitable for children, really. I mean, if you want to get down to it, all of wrestling's not suitable for children. Yeah. Hmm. Well, then we would just have to end here, wouldn't we? But that's not going to happen. So let's continue. Um, Gunther's reign turns to rain, and then Milli Vanilli blames him for Kaiser's disappearance. How about my? Let's see. Mrs. Number 3. Yeah. Her the Sean. HBK's entrance is both it is and isn't timeless and appropriate. I mean, like it hasn't changed. So well, except the Sherry version, it hasn't changed this whole time. So in essence, you could say Shawn Michaels is the original Tony Storm. But it's not timeless because when he comes out to it, it's so awkward because he's not a fucking sexy boy and he thinks he's cute and he's like gonna do his shit. And then when he even goes to try to do it, he knows how goofy and stupid and retarded it looks and seems and sounds and is that he can't even do it without mocking himself. So it's like a mockery of himself with what he used to be. And obviously it's worked so well for him that he decided to never change it and look where you end up. Let that be a lesson. I don't know in what, but it fucking looks stupid. Sorry, bud. You're just not that. You're not any of that. You're not even whatever. You're a lot of things, but I'm not sure it's that. And a lot of people kissing Triple H's butt as if like, oh, they're thanking Triple H for um, everything, as if he was the one. You know, it's like it's to make him out to be the head of or the nose behind everything in like all of wrestling in the past 25 years. They're like retelling history that it's more to their liking. They're just reframing it in a way that's like, wait a minute, we were there. That's not how it was, or that's not it. And it's like it's like shaving out Vince and using Triple H as like a larger proponent of what is so amazing today, when in fact, like it's I don't know, they're like see they're putting so much smoke up H's ass that it's almost like he had to have done something recent. He had to have accepted a deal or chosen and like he's leveling up in a way that he's being flooded with fame and recognition. And whenever that happens in any world, whether or not they say wrestling is not Hollywood, but it's all run by the same darkness, obviously. So it's like they're either getting ready to see. Actually, I think was it might have been Vince Russo actually who said that, oh, they're just getting ready to roll him out or screw him over, just have, pump him up, and just when you least expect it. I think that was, and yeah, but no, that is totally what they do. But in the same way, it's like, oh well, if they're giving him all this, what is it that he's given them? So if it's things like inserting X idiot superstar here because we say so, then that's just part of the. He's not really a boss. He's the figurehead who is the. I mean, he tells the talent what to do, but I mean, obviously, people can tell him what to do too. So, and they're telling him to do a lot of things that don't have to do a lot to do with talent, like all the sponsorships and just the people that are involved because of that, and all the Netflix tentacles and the people that's connected with that. They're just like whoever. They're just using it. The WWE will continuously be more used as a tool than it will be as a successful business for entertainment. No, that's not what it fucking is. It's just not. Let's not kid ourselves. Let's not kid ourselves into thinking that it's like, oh, it needs to listen to us because it already has enough it already has enough people to make enough money off of no matter what. So it's got a baseline of operations and it keeps expanding in ways that aren't always so noticeable at first, I guess you could say, but they've done quite a good job of putting themselves all over the world and not in a way any other than how a lot of businesses do business, if not even more shady, as a matter of fact. So, oh yeah, didn't we have this list to get on to, list to get off of, list to get over? Yeah, kissing Triple H's butt. That's where it was. Yeah, just it seems like it's too much. Sums up there too. I want to know. I want to find that out. Um, yeah, and the crowd sucked too, man. I felt like being in Vegas, everybody's already like going to shows and doing things and seeing shit and ha- getting all their needs met in a weird way that it would make them very just bland at a WrestleMania in Vegas. Like even more than I thought. So I thought they were gonna do they were really gonna ham it up with the gambling theme and but all they did was put some heads on some cards and say it's in Vegas, but there's really nothing Vegas about it other than that fucking scary metropolis looking. Wait, we're on the misses, right? Yeah. Yeah, that entrance, the crowd and the entrance, the set were like, what? This is you. If you didn't say this is where it was, you wouldn't know just by looking at it or having an idea of anything there at all. It just looked like it was. It looked like it was in the fucking in those things, those little pod things that they had they had people floating up in. I don't know what they're called. Saw a couple of them. Wasn't paying that much attention to those shit floating in the sky. Please. Yeah. The set was shit. Probably one of the worst sets uh, that I can think of. It was pretty bad. I don't like. I'm not even sure what it was supposed to be. City Horizon or like an Empire like backdrop. It was like futuristic, smart city or something. It was bland as fuck, though. That's for sure. Population Patrol. I mean, what? It barely had lights. uh, um, see, Mrs. This shit goes back to Charlotte and Tiffany again. Charlotte and Tiffany shat the bed wearing pink. I thought Charlotte was hurt again, which would provide the potential conundrum that she'd actually have to continue after getting smashed by Stratton. Two blondes calling a match and the other two blondes calling a match and each other a bitch without moving her lips is pretty impressive. I'm gonna dummy you. Oh yeah, well stop ventriloquisting me, and then we'll stop wearing the same outfit and not get each other so confused. I mean, then you'll stop hitting me, and I'll stop hitting your boobs. Imagine they made the whole thing rhyme under that, and we just never knew that. Like they did that whole time, but they did it without breaking a rhyme. And they're just sitting back like, them motherfuckers have no idea. They're like sitting up all proud and shit. Everyone's like stressing over how much they were fighting. Meanwhile, they weren't fighting at all. They were having a compliment battle underneath their breath. Oh, yeah, I'm sure that was it. Word up to them right now. That's what they're doing. Yeah, they're just outfits. They were too similar again. Like after that whole black shit, when they were both wearing like it looked like Tiffany, uh, like had too much fabric on hers. So whatever they shaved, like all the parts that they shaved off of or cut off of Tiffany's outfit to make it that skimpy, Charlotte just wore, and then it was still loose on her. So it looked like they made it out of the same lace dress, but then just scraps of the other one. And Charlotte looks gross now. So her clothes don't even fit her. She's not even fit anymore. She's like, she, she, what's, it's not unfit, but she's not, what is, she's like, yeah, I don't know. It's not fit looking, that's for sure, because her clothes don't even fit at all. And if you're the queen, you have that shit tailored. And if by the time you get to the ring, it don't fit your ass no more, then maybe you might think about having a piece of bread or a hug. I know both can be hard to swallow. Yeah, she just looks cold. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, their outfits are too similar. They're like the Flopsy twins, right? Weren't they detectives? Nancy Droop. I mean, even the fucking Hardy Boys didn't wear the same shit this often. And they're brothers. Yeah, Charlotte doesn't look healthy. Ozempic for sure there. For sure going on. Tiffany she looks healthy. Charlotte's so thin that it's not believable she could even take off her robe without like fracturing her wrist, let alone do a backflip off of a friggin' pole to the outside and not totally just re-shatter her fragile knees. Tiffany's. That's what happened. She got confused and took it out on herself. Um, AJ and Logan, it just didn't get hot, and there was no like super viral mind fuck moment where they both do like an insane move that we've never even seen just to show off or like one up one another. Like no back and forth of like, oh look how much bigger my bank account is than your wrestling penis. Um, that was a pissing contest I didn't prepare for. I mean, neither of them prepared for it because they didn't really. I mean, they just had an okay match. Not an okay. It was like kind of no. It was better than Nakamura and Styles at Mania 30. Uh, it was 30, right? Now 33. The first New Orleans, I believe so. Yeah, it just wasn't it wasn't the fantastic, like mind blowing thing that I thought they might try to do or outdo, but you know, um, I mean, if they weren't showing off to each other, then what was really the point? It's like AJ, is he past his prime? 18 and over, gobble up, kids. Yeah, speaking of gobbled up, fucking Stone Cold. What the fuck was that? I was actually outside when I was watching it. There's a whole bunch of people because I went to a watch party for part two. So when I was outside smoking a doob, what happened was that glass broke. And as soon as you heard that, everybody that was out smoking or chatting or whatever, there must have been maybe like 15, 20 people. They all just dropped their shit and ran to the door. Like well, I can't say I've never seen anything like it, but I haven't seen much like it. It was a sight to be seen for sure. So everybody just ran back in, and I'm not. I mean, I'm not running for any wrestler per se, so I don't care what is happening. I'm pretty sure I'll live. Um, but I was just gonna finish my shit, and I was like talking to the guy from the RVD booth. So it was like, yeah, we were the only two that weren't really affected by Stone Cold's return. However, that did cause me to at first miss the fact that when he couldn't even get to the ring because the guy fucking was. I hate when they drive vehicles down anyway. Like I hate when they bring vehicles to the ramp at all. It makes no sense to me. It's like, oh, okay, well, if you're gonna be in your car, like, I'm in the car, bro. Can we just get this as close to the front as we can? Because like the closer I come out in it, it's way better if everyone sees me. Like I just don't get it. Very rarely do I enjoy when they bring a vehicle to the ring, and I especially hate it when it's like Austin or Taker, and they bring these big stupid things out to the ring and drive them around, and it's all awkward. Like you don't need to do that ever. It's actually worse. It's like, oh, I've got my own style of ride. I'm coming down. But look it. I mean, like, drunken redneck. And look what happens. Even if you weren't drunk, it now looks like you were. It's not a good look. You don't like drive like that, almost smash into someone. Thank God that barricade's friggin' strong. But yeah, and then you go in there and talk some fucking poo out your mouth some more, and then don't really address it, and then just drink some more. And then I'm surprised you didn't get back on it and drive up. It's like, did the thought even cross anyone's mind? It's like, oh yeah, I guess I shouldn't do that, and I'll just walk back up the ramp. And it's like that was the biggest possible fail. Is like he's blessed, yeah, blessed. He is blessed enough that yeah, for sure. I mean, they had Nick Khan down there talking to, but when I saw it, it didn't look so bad. It looked more like he hit the wall, and the wall either hit her back or she reacted in a less than. I mean, it didn't. If she was struck, it wasn't like something a fucking a New Day shirt and a box of Bootios and a blowjob wouldn't solve, I'm sure, or whatever Nick Khan is into. I don't know. Maybe Stone Cold will have to yeah, pony up. I hope somebody has to pony up something because that's just stupid. And I don't care if the person in the front row was like deserving or like whatever. Those seats were fucking expensive, and there's no way that you should even come close to having to worry about being run over by a drunken fool, no matter how fucked up he is. But he couldn't even get on the ramp. He missed the ramp to even get on the ramp to go down to the ring. So he had to back his ass up, and that's why he was late. The glass hit, which is funny because if I'd have thrown down my joint or something stupid and then he was still 2 minutes coming out because he was so fucking not prepared or however he was. I don't know, but it's Stone Cold and you're supposed to be the most pro. And actually, you weren't though. So I don't know. You went in the Hall of Fame, but for what? Oh, that was a long time ago. What a fucking guy. Anyway, yeah, he said some shit that nobody cared about. He couldn't remember. He crashed his shit. He didn't know what he was doing. Then he walked up and gave everyone the finger. Fuck off. Yeah. Okay, well, maybe you I hope that's not the last time we see you, bud. Oh, he couldn't live that down. I think he just pulled a Taker and Shawn and Kane and Triple H in Saudi Arabia kind of deal. It's like, oh, you should have just stayed gone. Now you just did the most embarrassing thing that's been done in the WWE since fucking Titus O'Neil took his Superman tumble under the ring. Like this will be remembered more and longer than that. I mean, everybody trips and falls, but not everybody fucking runs their ATV through the barricade and almost hits a person. And like not everybody, no, you know. So that's definitely like part of the proof that yeah, Vegas is not a good place for wrestling. It's yeah. Like the energy. Well, it's a good place for wrestling to suck the life and the energy out of everything, like everything else does there. Low vibe. Oh yeah, this list thing here. Just so excited. This is already wow, cool. Okay, maybe we will roll on like jelly or roll off like jelly rolls weight. You see him? He looks a little thinner there, eh? Looks like he may have just removed the jam, and now he's just known as peanut butter and smelly. But he still jiggles like the Jello Man. Or yeah, I mean Bill Cosby. And huge miss. Where in the world was Chelsea Green? Playa de Cama? San Diego? Like, what the fuck? Why was she not part of anything? She couldn't even have said hi or couldn't even have been like running from someone or something or like, staring at her husband's jacket from when he won the Intercontinental Championship and being like, oh, he has his WrestleMania Intercontinental Championship moment and I have mine, but he doesn't have to be there. It doesn't have to be said. She could just have been holding it and looking at it and it said like woo 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 on it or something and she had a moment there and it could have like, how do you not fucking use Chelsea Green in wrestle, like somehow she protected. I'm gonna have to say, had they used her, she probably would have ended up falling on her head or fucking putting someone else over she shouldn't. Something stupid, man. So I'm gonna say, as much as I wanted to see Chelsea, I'd have to believe that there's deeper, darker things, and I would like to even more believe that there was greater, lighter things. But it's just I don't get it. There's so many things I don't get, and that's one of them. Like not even a peep, not even a like she like what kind of hat she would have had for this? Fuck, big loss just on that alone. Yeah, all the entrance flubs, man. The friggin' whoever ran out. Yeah, like during Cena's friggin' entrance. Like I don't know what was that. Cena had some like assistant. It was I don't know. She's chasing like one of the Rock's piss bottles for him. I think he was like trying to chug it before he came out, but he dropped it and then had to go out. So fuck, she didn't want him to slip on it because he's probably got something in his contract where So that's what I figured was happening. There's like the Stone Cold on the on ramp. He had to turn back halfway. Travis Scott, he comes out to his own shitty song that's like and a phony belt that's not even his. And it was like it's a copy of another belt that his wrestling idol Foley never even bled on. I mean, come on, what's so special about this? It's like Triple H gave it to him. What do you have to do? Just get given your own version of your idol's championship, not wrestle a fucking match, and then walk in there and then bop the fucking champion in the face in a specific way. We'll talk about that another day, another later. But and then come back and still in the main event again by yourself. Now you walk down to your own shitty music and your own fake belt and what are intimidating. Okay, wow, we're getting way off track here, but I can't stand Travis Scott. There's nothing that you could say that would ever change my mind about being comfortable with him in a position like that and people not understanding why. Cabal has funny ways of displaying themselves. But it's funny they have touched on it though. They've touched on it all right. Let's just leave that there. Yeah. Wow. We're almost there. I mean, and by there, I think I mean the end. We've covered the set, the outfits. We've covered Stone Cold. Yeah, Stephanie McMahon too is fucking creeping me out a lot. Like every time she comes out, she's got like the thick eyeliner and those crazy eyes, and she's got that smile on her face with the crazy eyes, and she's always saying the same words. It's like she's been mind controlled just to like, here's public Stephanie and tell this story, and if you say anything other than this story, we'll fucking take you back to that room. Yeah, that voice too. That's friggin' is like Get Sketch Finney McMahon. It's bad. Yeah, just her voice is screechy. You know? Yeah, you do know because you've heard it. It's even worse than the excuse me tries to be, but it does it in reality. Yeah, all the celebrities sucked. Living Color, pretty fly for a karaoke guy. Like, what was the singer showing Punk? You know, was it like, did he think he didn't know the words, so he held them up, or did he ask him for the words? By now, you think both of those people should know that song pretty well. So it leads me to believe that like there must have been something else on the phone. So what do you think that was? I'm like, oh, maybe he's just. I mean, who knows? Really, it could have been anything. Maybe it's a picture of his wife or Larry licking his wife's tits. Get him going before the show. It's probably like, what else do you need? I mean, if it's clobbering time, what is it that he needed to see right before clobbering time? I want to know. I think it was Larry licking his wife's tits, but I don't know. I don't know if he shows him right before that or not. Yeah, and like what again? The alcohol too, like that. Like everyone's drinking. Everyone's either hawking an alcoholic product like Hogan or Cody or The Rock. They all have their own brands, and then all the other ones are like drinking it and talking about wanting to drink it and when they can, and then they're doing it on fucking Austin. Like yeah. That's see, they're just oh wow. It's like they're promoting the alcoholism that has ruined and killed their business since it started. It's like, oh, now finally, at least the wrestlers are capitalizing off of it. But fuck, like, is it really helping anything? It's like the biggest sinful miss. It's like, yeah, but it paid for our tour bus. Oh yeah, vodka. Vodka paid for your tour bus, bitch. But you're not even supposed to drink and drive. Like, what the fuck? The vodka paid for your bus so that you could drink and drive, and you could advertise that drink while you drive, and yet you don't have to do anything but drink. Um, and plug this wherever you go. And do you see the size of the bottle that he's holding in the ad? It's not even a bottle that anybody would even have. It's way too big. It's like a fucking 60. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Um, you know what? I can't. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can finish this. I don't know if I want to. Yeah, Cody went out like a fucking chump, anyways. Like he keeps being a chump. He doesn't stand up for himself. He keeps choosing the things that don't support him, although they're trying to make it seem like, oh, he keeps trying to make the right choice and do what the fans want. No, puss doesn't fucking get his licks back, doesn't stand up for himself. Fucking all he does is talks his game, and then he gaslights everybody around him to think that he's on their side so that he has some kind of fucking support, and then just doesn't make any decisions other than, yeah. I mean, what can you do when you're told what to do? But I'm saying storyline wise, they could at least make it not so obvious that he's, yeah. Gee, sorry. Sorry, but sorry, not sorry. Because I wonder what Dusty did or didn't do to be put into a bronze statue and leave behind a legacy for at least one boy or two, depending on which company you come from, dude. Yeah. Food for thought. Yeah, and fucking yeah, it's like Cody. He got fucking kicked in the balls, pinned, and he doesn't even come out The Rock doesn't come out to snatch nothing, not even attention. Yeah, and see there, yeah. It's like the kickouts weren't realistic. All the finishes, false finishes, whether you hit them once or twice or 20 times, it wasn't consistent. So they should just, you know what? They should just get rid of all kickouts. I think they used them all. There's none left to use anyway. So sorry, wrestling, we're out of fucking kickouts because of you guys. We're out of kickouts. We're almost out of super kicks. It's getting fucking close, I'll tell you. Goddamn, Canadian destroyers are going to be soon on this list as well. Fucking Jesus. Just use the fuck out of them. It's like they're nothing special no mo. Frogs won't even frog splash no mo. Like we ain't hitting the pond. Oh, the flow. No, no, it's not a frog splash. It's a toad leap. This is toad leap stupid. Yeah, just the fucking darkness. I think it's kind of obvious just from this WrestleMania that it is very dark and sinful. Even though sins aren't really a thing, but we can talk about that another time too. Sin is only what they tell you is bad and what you agree to be. Sin means missing the mark or to be out of alignment. So all it is a description of a thought that's out of alignment with your true self, which is to be in sin. We're all sinners because we fall out of that. We're not all sinners because we all do horrible things that need repentance. No, that's not what it means. At least to me or to half the wrestling people I see. Okay, well, this has been the smash hit and sinful misses list for WrestleMania. We're going to move on to the following Raw, Monday Night Raw, also from Las Vegas. So let's go on to the hits and the misses from that as well. Hope you enjoyed the first part of WrestleMania 41. So let's go to the hits for Monday Night Raw, the Raw after WrestleMania, which is notoriously a very popular Raw. And I feel a lot of people were waiting for a lot of things to happen, a lot of answers to come forth. Some which did, some which did not, most which did not. But since we're glass half full type of people, we're going to start with the hits. Monday Night Raw, Las Vegas. Um, First things first, opens with Cena and a pretty good promo, I thought, actually. I mean, he just twisting everything around in a way that was like the whole we're not sorry, you are sorry, switching it around. I thought that was like you have to be a conductor just to do that. Like everything everybody tried to do, he kind of had a good response to. Even though the more he does that, the more it's going to end up getting him like cheered. It's like because he's just so good, which really sucks because he's not notoriously as good of a person in some senses, despite as many philanthropic endeavors as he has known to assist in or partake in himself. Often, when somebody has an overabundance of anything, somebody who's like overcompensating, they've got the most, or they've got to do so much. You're often compensating for something. So if you've got all that going on, it must be, um, yeah. No, it's just he's a really nice guy, and you can't even see him. Anyways, yeah, he had a pretty good promo, and then out of nowhere, boom, RKO, which was friggin' cool. I guess for some reason this is the first time I've been excited to actually see Thornton. uh, Thornton. That's like a yeah, not very jolie. No Billy Bob for me, thanks. The first time I've ever been excited to see Randy and Cena, because at one point in time, man, it was the last thing I ever wanted to see. And if I had to see them fight again or talk to each other again, I just felt like it was the dumbest thing ever. Yeah, it was probably one of the times where I probably stopped watching wrestling for a little bit. That Cena run was fucking brutal there for a while. In the earlier 2010s all the way through. Yeah. Oof. Um, but yeah, I was excited. It was just nice to see Randy moved into the top spot right away. Because obviously, well, I can't say obviously, but I can say that the whole thing with Kevin Owens, however that was supposed to go, Um, I just like seeing. It feels like Randy's been really patient. And I don't know, like it's not storyline wise. It's just like how I know the business to go, and I don't know why, but I've always loved Orton. Well, I do know why actually. I, I mean, he in Toronto, he became the youngest world champion of all time, and I was there in the crowd. I watched him accomplish what was my dream at one point in time. So I've always felt really connected to him. I was the same age, same uh, level of tutelage. You know, if it was in, there's definitely another timeline that exists where our lives are switched, at least in a way that, yeah, that nobody has been so more eerily aligned with. Um, yeah, it's like see at least getting to see somebody do the thing you wanted to do and didn't do. Yeah, so he's the only other guy other than Sean that I would buy a T-shirt from. I wouldn't buy a Shawn Michaels shirt now, but I did then. But it was only I only ever bought Shawn Michaels shirt, and of course I got the Stone Cold and the NWO. No, I actually didn't get the NWO one. That's I chose to get the DX one instead because I'm like the NWO one was too cliche at the time. It was like, yeah, people who didn't even know about wrestling were rocking Wolfpack shirts, and it was dumb. But yeah, yeah, Orton. It was good to see Orton in that position back on top after being so patient, and then like you know, um, it'll be good. It'll be good. So there was the whole opening, so that was pretty cool. And then right after that, uh, yeah, Becky's back. Becky's back, and then she has a loss to Liv, who looks even better now. It's like even Becky, like Becky flips her fucking lid, and that makes Liv look even better too. Uh, as everyone watches. But yeah, belly roll losing it on Becky laugh. No, jelly roll losing it. The female jelly roll. For you want to be the man, well now you got to be the female jelly roll. It's actually fucking jelly roll dressed up like Santina Morella. Um, and focus. Let's go. Yeah, Becky. It's because it's written wrong. Yeah, we all make mistakes, right? A lot of people made mistakes at WrestleMania, that's for sure. And it didn't so much translate to as cursed on Raw, but still, the energy was a little bit different. They pumped it up. They were trying to turn the ship a different way. You could tell. Yeah, so Becky freaks out and loses the belts. They lose the belt. Becky freaks out, and then that sets up her and Lyra for sure. But then also gives Liv and Raquel another go at the gold. So maybe at this time they actually uncursed the belts, or would you say that it follows along with the curse because they lost them in Vegas and then got them back? And then it starts a feud. I would almost say that even follows along more with the curse. The curse. I mean, the curse only works if you think it does. So if it seems like that, and then everybody just agrees with it, then I guess they are right. Or maybe they all are to begin with. You know, what is a belt really? So Rusev is back. He's back. Yeah, Rusev. He's back. Where's Lana? Oh, she's no. They're not together. Oh, okay. Where's Rusev Day? Where's Matthew? Oh, they're not. They're not part of it. He's not. Oh, huh. Stomp, eh? Crush. Oh, oh. Okay. Oh, tag team. You attack a fat guy and his skinny blonde friend and uh, tiny food delivery guy. I don't know. I don't know what you're thinking. Um, I don't know who's thinking, I guess. But anyway, Rusev's awesome. I hope they do something. I mean, him and uh, I don't even know why I can't think of his name right now. The guy that does the worm. Wow, I'm drawing a blank on that one. Scotty Too Hottie. Yeah. Can't even believe they're gonna feud, but actually, I hope he just squashes Maxine. Um, and another return, JD returned to help Dominic pin Penta, which is the, I mean, at least they kind of protected him a little bit, but Penta's getting the, I mean, I guess he's in WWE times, he's kind of doing okay, but like just to shoot him up and then put him into an IC region and then just have him beat and not ever even really get to, well, we'll see, but I don't know. It's not looking like that because they took the belt off. Like the belt's going to Dominic. So if it's in the Judgment Day, maybe like they're not going to put it back on Breaker again, are they? Anytime soon? Well, you know, um, yeah, that's hard to say. Anyway, it just doesn't seem like that they're gonna. Uh, I mean, I'd like to see more of Penta and Finn, and Penta and Dominic was pretty good. Um, Even Penta and Carlito. I don't know what Carlito. Carlito's got some kind of friggin'. I mean, he's like the guy that's just sitting there with his feet back, like kicking it, like having a good time, and not like seems like he doesn't mind being not in the mix. The way that he is in the mix is so uh, minimal and reduced that just it's not like anyone else. I don't know. There's a uniqueness to the way he approaches it that's just I don't know. He should be doing way more and is way more talented and capable. But yet, this is what they give him. It seems awfully weird. He's like it's like they owe his dad a favor, and so they're just making sure he has, a job for life type deal. That's what it's like. Where you just let your brother's kid like on the job, but he doesn't really do anything. But he doesn't like he's always going to be around, but yeah, I just don't understand why he was ever even near the Judgment Day. It's like it made zero sense, and I thought it was going to last about 10 minutes, and so far it's lasted for friggin' 2 years. How long has Carl since like Backlash? Was I don't since right after Backlash, the last Backlash, two backlashes last. I don't know, but he who laughs last just doesn't want to be cool. Sammy came back too, another return, just to be the same. Like the hey, look how friendly we are. Like Sam, it's like Uso supports Sammy in a way that's like, oh, it makes sense for him to be his friend, but for Sammy to support Jay as he's champion doesn't seem right because Sammy's beat Gunther. So Gunther is like, oh, they really f this up. Yeah. Oh wait, we're on hits. We're on hits. Say, hey, Sammy's back. Um, yeah, Sammy's back, and he looked less. He looked all right. Um, I don't know why I'm always overly judgmental of Sammy's look because, like, when he first came to, well, first, I mean, obviously he was under a mask, and then he came to WWE and he just looked great. And ever since he just like went down and down and down, and he went from uh, like a like a parkour paper boy to a friggin' uh, a homeless veterinarian that like has to get his uncle to drive him to the store for milk on Mondays. And just slobby, yeah, slobby. And like we all do that, like, oh, let's try and grow our facial hair, and like, well, let's have a beard, and let's like not, but like, no, it made him look less tough or like less like he cared, I guess. And Sammy's awesome, I guess, but he was just it was just this, he just seemed the same. It looked like they're gonna do the same shit. Um, but you know, him and Uso work good together, so that's cool. So there was the return of Rusev, JD, who again needs. He didn't say anything that I saw. He just came back, and they were so. But he needs a little reboot too. He was pretty vicious when he was JD, Jordan Devil, and not friggin' JD McDonough. Um, and then the whole Gunther thing, yeah, okay, like he was out there fucking choking people. Why wasn't he choking Michael Cole? Like, please, can we get a reason for him not to? You know, it's like no, take McAfee. Like, I mean, he's got all those shows to do, so they're just using, they're, yeah. Because I'm really over Michael Cole. I'm actually like, I'm fine with McAfee because he can do whatever. He doesn't really know that much about wrestling, but he's fun. Um, I mean, he knows, I guess, how to wrestle and stuff, but when he speaks about wrestling, it's like listening to a wrestling fan, not a wrestling uh, worker or a wrestler, you know, which I guess is part of his charm, if that's what you want to call it. He just needs a new gimmick, too. That pencil thing is getting real fucking old. Oh, wait, we're still on hits. Come on, let's go. Oh, yeah, just all the fucking, the spears. Yeah, yeah. More spears than Britney's will reading at a fried pickle hut. All rise. Braun Roman on the edge. Roman on the edge. Braun Roman on the edge. Can't stop this. Goldberg, huh? Oh wait, yeah, Goldberg. The spears. That's who's missing. Brittany's missing as well. Oh yeah, you may have saw Beyonce at Burger King, but I saw Brittany at Taco Bell. Damn, I can't even get that right. It's hard to remember who I saw where. You know, all these famous people. Jeez, like 3 slices of paparazzi, please. So yeah, Seth's outfit was pretty dope. My like, favorite color, and it was reserved and not friggin'. I wonder if he's going to change that now that he's with these other people. Or imagine Paul starts dressing like Seth Rollins. I never even fucking done it, and that's so funny. Oh my god. Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker dressing like Seth Rollins. Yeah, he's all crazy and tyrannical. Maybe forcing them to fucking. That's so stupid. I love it. I think that would. Gotta work that in one time somehow, like one fucking hilarious way. I can picture them. Wow. Anyways, that wasn't on the list. That was a delicious spontaneousness piece of bliss. Oh wow. Yeah, that doesn't happen often. I'm sure it's something Paul would be embarrassed to do. Let's get to the misses because there's a few of those too. I guess mostly from my perspective, Monday Night Raw was pretty. It was a good effort. It still didn't answer some shit. So let's get to those things. Here's the misses from the Raw after Raw. From the from the Raw after Raw. Man, got some good weed, villain. I'll tell you. So there was no Rock. There was no Cody. There was no Ethan Page, no Ty, yeah, no Ricky Spirits. No, definitely no Ricky Steamboat. Um, yeah, so there was no like, yeah, I mean, we kind of already knew that anyway because I think there was a stupid idea to announce who they were going to have on Pat McAfee's show um, before because it's always the winners that are on the show, and you're announcing Cena and you're announcing Heyman, and like obviously, why would Cena be on it if he lost, and why would it's just like why would the most important characters of the night already be announced for another thing if it seemed like it was a dead giveaway. So yeah, and I wasn't ultimately super shocked. um yeah, and the whole it not being Rusev Day and it not being part of the old, like, it's like the Lana gimmick, and where's Dolph? Like getting back Matthew, or just something other than the original. Yeah, that's and the whole what's with the Finn it's like Finn Balorenciaga, the creepy masks. And it's not even creepy, it's just like stupid, but obviously it's the same as the campaign from Balenciaga that had the children in it, where they were all bagged up, all all tight and dark and faceless, but everything else sure looked nice. And on Finn, everything else it sure does look nice. God damn. Um, yeah, it's like the only demon I would actually consider. Well, if he's got the paint, I've got the time. uh, it's yeah, it's giving very much like take me to the Kardashian fashion week after party type deal. Um, think you can get me in? No, sorry, only champions allowed. Um, yeah, Penta got pinned clean. Oh no, well, I mean, with interference, yeah, it wasn't a clean pin. I don't know how that. It's like bowling pin is cleaner than that. Cross it, and yeah, it's weird to see people care about Michael Cole. I don't know. It's really strange. I think it's strange for him too. That's why he's getting a kick out of being around there. It bothers me though. I'll never care about Michael Cole. That voice in wrestling, it's like the only one left that needs to go. We got rid of Corey Graves. Can't we just have a little sayonara for Mr. Cole too? Can't his fucking brother Adam come get him and like take him off to AEW land? Something. It might even be. Is it? They're probably brothers. They look about equal family. Yeah, what the hell? You can tell Alicia Taylor or Tyler or no, Alicia Taylor, I believe. Yeah, her hairstyle is on other people now. So you can tell whoever's styling her is like working backstage. It's the same as when Eva Marie's makeup artist was backstage. You could tell because everybody's makeup looked like hers. And it's so weird. I don't know why that stands out to me or I pay attention to that. Um, but I mean, I'm sure there's a few wrestling people who are podcasting would appreciate that or pay attention to that too. But yeah, the makeup, and the drippy eyes thing too. Like obviously Oscar had that, but then there's variations of it that just like still ripple through the women's world today, and I hate it. It's yeah, it's like the unoriginalness of it is really off-putting to me, especially with the girls, because all the girls try to do the same shit and they all look the same and do the same thing and use the same makeup and use the same outfit style, and then they like operate rotating hair colors. Like you have to be known by the fucking color of your hair. Like you have to have your own hair color unless it's blonde, and even if it's blonde you still are just going to look like every other blonde unless you do what. Yeah. So I've got a real problem with that, but I like when it changes. When you see them wear it for the first time, when it's different, you're like, oh, well, you can tell that she just went to her and got her to do it or whatever. And it's cool. Um, yeah. Makeup. Makeup is. I wonder if clowns like makeup sex. Yeah, I guess you can tell that the WWE is really proud, but they're so proud. Look what's starting to happen. Things are kind of crumbling, and things are showing, and things are even being talked about. Like The Rock trying to explain his decisions and talking about the stealing the soul, and then Cody talking about Cena being a errand boy for whoever made him naked at the Oscars or the Grammys or um, whatever award is way bigger than John's penis. Um, so yeah, there's like a lot of things going on. I think more and more and more and more is going to come out very shortly, but we're going to start to see the depths and depravity that they're going to take the WWE to, because well, sinful misses. I mean, it's a loosh machine, so they profit off the energy that they harvest too. So they also profit by making you feel bad. So they don't care if you feel good or bad with their decisions ultimately. They'll get what they want, whether you do either. And they control you to do either. That's the reason why you're there. So just be aware of that as we conclude the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania. This was the Smash Hits and Sinful Misses list. Thank you for listening. Appreciate it much. Once again, this is Steve for Give Me the Loot. Give Me the Loot.